Hello family, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angela and I create beauty, fashion, and lifestyle content here on this channel and also on my website, angelamashelle.com. Now this video is all about how to style the inverted triangle body, pieces that you want to pull and think about, necklines that you want to think about, silhouettes that you want to think about that are going to best accentuate your specific body shape. Now I'm gonna start this video off like I started all the other videos in this series off with saying your body is perfect the way it is. It is the way that God made you. He meant for you to have the exact body that you have. So I want you to learn to love it if you don't already. And if you can't figure out how to love your entire body, pick a specific place on your body, a specific item, or your arms, your legs, your feet, your eyes, your ears, your smile, your hair, something that you love about yourself, and start with that first. Start saying, I love my hair. If it's your hair, I love my hair. And just repeat that mantra to yourself every day until you're feeling it. And then go on about other parts of your body because it's the only one you're going to get. So you need to love all of it. If you want others to love you and love everything about you, then you need to learn to love yourself as well. So what does an inverted triangle body shape look like? Well, typically the shoulders and bust are 2 to 4 inches wider than your hips. And right before this video, I measured myself because yours truly is an inverted triangle. I know you may not think I am, but I tell you that I am. My shoulders are approximately 3 inches wider than my hips, or what I like to say, no hips. I don't really have hips. I tried to wear pants and slacks that kind of give me a waist and make me look like I have hips, but I really don't have hips. But I've always had very broad shoulders, just like my mother, and I love my shoulders. A famous person that you may not know that is an inverted triangle is Markle. So everybody knows who she is. And I've seen lots of pictures of her, and her stylist does a great job of picking out pieces that really accentuate her body type. They find pieces that cinch the waist. So typically she'll have on dresses that have some sort of belt or some sort of detail in the waistline to make her appear to have a smaller waist. And a lot of times she'll have a fit and flare dress, which is a perfect silhouette for her particular frame, or something that adds volume at the bottom of her dress. Even her wedding dress was a perfect fit and flare for her particular inverted triangle body shape. And if you like to see some of the outfits that she wears, you can go Google and Google image and see what she wears, and it'll give you an idea of what things look great on an inverted triangle body. So what's the best assets when it comes to an inverted triangle body? Of course, it's the shoulders. We have those really pretty shoulders, and it's just nice and wide, and the décolletage area looks really, really pretty on most inverted triangles. They have a nice bust line, and they also typically have really nice legs, whether they're a tall or even if they're petite like myself. Now, the goal with an inverted triangle is to minimize the bulkiness in the shoulder area and the neck area and add volume in the bottom. And if you can, to minimize the waist or make the waist appear a lot smaller. That being said, let me go ahead and start with the perfect neckline for a inverted triangle. We have a V-neck, which is going to elongate your body. It's going to draw the eye in, make you look taller and lean. It's going to de-emphasize the shoulders. The same with a scoop neck, and the same with a sweetheart neckline. I love a sweetheart neckline generally because it goes in. Typically women who have a inverted triangle body have a nice bust, so that sweetheart neckline looks really, really pretty on them. It takes the emphasis off the shoulders and off the neck, and it just looks so pretty and so feminine and so dainty. So a sweetheart neckline is one of my favorites, but those 3 necklines look great on inverted triangles. Another detail that looks great on inverted triangles are minimized shoulders, like cap sleeves. It just takes away from that volume on the sleeve and looks great. Something that you want to avoid if you're an inverted triangle is a boat neckline. Again, I talk about this a lot. I just don't think it looks great on anyone. It looks better on ladies that have a smaller bust and they have very dainty feminine shoulders, but if you have a wide shoulder, that boat neckline is really gonna elongate your shoulder area and make it look a lot wider than it is. Also, you want to pick items that don't add bulk here. So a big puff sleeve is not gonna be something that's gonna look great on you. Now, I say that to say there is a caveat to that. If you have a big puff sleeve and a fit and flare dress where your waist looks really small and it goes out at the bottom, it's gonna give you the hourglass slate. It's gonna give you that hourglass shape and it's gonna look a lot more balanced. But still, you're gonna already have a wider shoulder width, so you want to veer away from those big bulky shoulders and puff sleeves. You also want to steer away from shoulder pads if you can. I know a lot of blazers have shoulder pads in them, but we already have broad shoulders, so you don't necessarily need that extra bulk. So my recommendation is, if you're going to wear blazers, try to find some that don't have shoulder pads. If you find a blazer that you absolutely love and it happens to have shoulder pads in it, you can take it to a tailor and have those removed and have that blazer kind of fitted for your perfect shape. And so you don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, I say all this about the puffy sleeves, and I'm just going to tell you, I'll be the first one to buy one. I don't necessarily dress for my body shape. I dress based on what I like. If I see something that I like, then I'll buy it. I did have a top that had really, really puffy sleeves, and I remember putting it on. I loved the shirt. And I looked in the mirror and I did not like the way I looked when I had on my outfit. And it's because I had on my skinny jeans. I already have broad shoulders, so the sleeves were really puffed, so I just looked like I was really broad up top and just really, really skinny at the bottom. But if I have on an A-line skirt, I have no problems wearing a puffy sleeve or an A-line dress that goes out at the bottom. It adds that volume and the sleeve is a little puffy, then that's just fine. My husband was just asking me about this top, and it's not necessarily a puffy sleeve. It's a detail. If the sleeves were puffed, they'd be kind of sticking out, kind of like that. Like that would be more of a puffy sleeve. But this is kind of laid down, so it's not. But this is all open, so even if this was a little bit more puffy, the eye would be drawn to my chest area and it wouldn't look so imbalanced. And if I wore this, I would probably wear some shorts, like some bigger shorts with a wider leg, so it would balance the look entirely.
That makes sense.
Asking questions.
How dare I?
How dare you? How dare you?
I'm gonna just put my nose behind this here camera.
How dare you? Now we're gonna move on to pants. So a woman with an inverted triangle can wear any sort of pants. She doesn't have a large hip. The pants are gonna look long and lean, but the pants that look best on an inverted triangle are something with a lot of volume, a wide leg or a straight leg pant, especially slacks. I love the way I look when I put on slacks. Typically when I put on the slacks, if I have on a fitted shirt, a fitted vest, like I had on in one of the recent videos, I had a black lace top in my wide leg slacks, and I like for my slacks to go all the way down and just barely graze over the floor. It makes my legs look really, really long, and it really balances my figure because I have broad shoulders, but my top is fitted, so it's not adding any volume to my shoulders, and I'm adding the volume on my bottom, so it looks really, really balanced. And I think just like on me, a woman with an inverted triangle body shape is gonna look great in wide leg slacks. She can wear straight leg jeans or wide leg jeans, but she also would look great in a pair of skinny jeans. You just have to make sure you're balancing everything. So if you're gonna wear a tighter fitted jean on the bottom, my recommendation is to wear a more fitted top as well, so that you don't add extra volume to your shoulders, which is gonna make you look even more like an inverted triangle. Now I'm gonna move on to dresses. The dresses that look great on an inverted triangle are just the goat of all goats, is a wrap dress. It looks great on every body shape. But when you get your wrap dress, try to make certain that you have one that doesn't have a lot of volume, again, on the shoulder area, a more fitted up top. And if you can find one that has some extra flowy detail at the bottom, it's going to look fantastic. Another thing that you can do to add volume on your bottom is to pick items that have pleats or a lot of ruffle detail. It's gonna give you more movement. It looks so feminine and so pretty, but it's gonna add a lot of volume on the bottom. You can also play with prints on your bottom. So this particular body shape looks great with printed slacks or printed jeans or printed pants or shorts, whatever. It's gonna draw the eye down. It's gonna put the emphasis there and de-emphasize your top. So it's gonna make you look a lot more balanced. Another dress that looks great on an inverted triangle is a fit and flare. That is my favorite dress. I just love the way it looks. I think I more so like the fact that I can twirl and the dress at the bottom will twirl when I spin around. I just love that feeling. I don't know why. I just feel like a little girl when I'm twirling in a dress. But that also looks really, really great on every inverted triangle because it's going to make you appear to have a smaller waist. A lot of women with inverted triangle shapes don't have a very defined waist, and I particularly don't have a very defined waist, but I try to find clothes that make me look like I have a defined waist. And so a fit and flare dress is going to do that. It's going to give you some fit up top, and it's going to snatch that waist a little bit, or up here to snatch your waist a little bit, and it's going to go out at the bottom. It didn't have to be a shorter dress. It can be a midi dress or a maxi dress. I honestly like all three. I think a lot of my dresses are shorter because I'm a petite, or I just like clothes actually. So I have short dresses. I don't have that many midi dresses because I just don't like the way they hit me. I like a maxi or a dress that comes above my knees. Those are my two faves. But either way, a fit and flare dress is going to look fantastic on an inverted triangle, as long as you remember to make certain you don't have a lot of extra details or extra fabric up top. Well, that's it, family. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really appreciate it. If you do me a favor, head over to my website. I have great deals over there. I have it on sale now. I update that on a weekly basis. I even have a section for you to shop for your man. If you like to shop for your man, we all do. We just kind of, I know sometimes it's a second thought, but you know, there's a little section there that I've curated pieces for him. If you'd like to go over there and shop, just kind of see what's going on. And I try to do a blog. I'm kind of new with that, so just kind of be patient with me with the blog, but I'm working on it. Thank you so much for spending some of your valuable time with me. I really, really appreciate it, and I want you to have the most blessed day. Bye-bye.
No.